Hello and welcome, kitty cat starseeds. Hopefully January was really nice for you. So you have the sun card on top, the bluebird. Your plans will work out well, bringing you happiness, prosperity, and success. You'll garner the recognition for your accomplishments you so richly deserve. You also have renewal underneath that, the raccoon. It is time to get clarity about your life purpose and make changes so that you're on the path most divinely suited to you. Forgive what has been without judgment and fearlessly embrace what's to come. And there's the high priestess underneath of that. So time to pause and reflect, not to take action. Trust in your spiritual gifts as nothing is hidden from your divine intuition. And the cherry underneath of that. Wow. Y'all have a lot going on this month. Well, don't let anything slow your wheels, that's for sure. The dolphin came out first. An opportunity arises that needs your attention right away. Moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance. Y'all must have been busy January. Sadness is a part of life, but you don't have to endure it alone. You may need a little time to heal, but once you work your way through the emotions, you'll be stronger than before. And the swan. This is a time of deep emotions and heightened intuition that you can trust completely. Be mindful you don't ignore your own needs while caring for others. So swans are beautiful, graceful creatures, and they're usually regarded as being feminine. However, if you interpret them as masculine, then that is okay as well. They can also be very aggressive and territorial. In fact, they're terrifying when you see how big they actually are. But they are also very beautiful and graceful creatures. They're not afraid to be protective, though. They're not afraid to defend their own, take care of their own. They'll let you know right away if they're first in line. I'll actually take that. We have double mission. Lightworker, starseed, serve the world by being you. So especially with this whole renewal thing, sometimes not only are we here to enlighten the world, change the world for the greater good, allow it to evolve, allow the people on it to evolve. So sometimes some of our missions are going to be with a single person or a group. It's not always going to be the general populace. Sometimes it will be just this one person who needs you to kind of loosen things up so they can see where they need to make changes. We are cyclic beings, and Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day with the coming and going of the tides and the seasons. If you're clinging to anything, you're resisting the natural flow of who you are. The things we cling to are so often those we most need to let go of. The food, the substances, the relationship, the job, the people pleasing. The things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable space, the part we're most afraid of, to leave empty, the part we guard and don't let grace into. But by keeping that space covered with something that doesn't serve us or clinging to it for fear of it not staying of its own accord, we prevent ourselves from receiving the things that will. A Course in Miracles tells us, whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. And the Buddha said, you can only lose what you cling to. Indeed, both are true. If this card appears, you're being called to find the courage to loosen your grip and give up control, to release your coping mechanisms and leave space for grace and God to enter, to surrender all that feels dense to the divine. Loosening your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It may or it might stay. But you can be sure that for what is for you will find you, and you'll breathe easier knowing that you've shifted from relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. Control is I don't want to say it's an illusion because it can be classified as an illusion because yes, you're expected to have control over certain things of your life, and there are times where control is necessary, but there are also times where the universe is just gonna yeet right in, prove to you that you don't have control and why you don't have control, and then before you know it, everything's flipped around, but in a good way. And I really don't know how to explain that any differently. And that could just be the purpose of this separation, whether it's from a job or a person or a group of friends. And that person is going to go fulfill their soul contracts and their missions, and you're going to fulfill yours. And they may drift back into your life and they may not. That is solely up to whether or not that's something both of you wish to do, because if you think it, if you believe it, if you want that in your life and you channel your energy into achieving that goal, then it will be achieved within the right time frame. Sharks migrate, sea turtles migrate, ospreys migrate. They don't force the migration, they just go with it, you know? And that's what you have to learn to do. You have to learn to allow things to come and go freely from your life without fighting it, because by fighting it, this creates more stress in your life, more anxiety in your life. And then what happens is this anxiety and stress from trying to create the current instead of go with the current, it tinges your energy flow. It's affected, and the energy that you're trying to direct towards other things are also going to be negatively charged. So allowing things to come and go freely is a skill that you're going to have to learn. It's a test that you're going to have to pass. And along with this test, there will also be other information and learning experiences for you to overcome, to help you, to build you, to sculpt you into who it is that you're supposed to become, so that you can fulfill your soul mission bring enlightenment and help us all evolve for the greater good of all. I have to get up and get that one. So. So medicine mother and medicine guardian. Be open to healing and information. Honor your inner knowing. Along with this healing, emotional healing, you don't have to be as protective. Staying rooted and grounded. And High Priestess came out on top. So evolving not only as a starseed, but passing on what you've learned so that others can apply those lessons. So, with what I said of some things you're going to have control over, some things you're not, one of the things that you do have control over is your energy flow. Justice on top, Tower underneath of that. So, you control your energy flow, whether it's spiritual, emotional, mental, physical, psychological. You decide whether it's hostile or peaceful. You decide who it's directed towards. That kind of thing. I think this is something you're going to be practicing this month. Because you're going to be, well, you've probably already seen, or you may get to see this month, how that energy flow is going to affect other aspects of your life. Okay, and how that energy can transfer to other people around you and how it affects them. So being careful with your energy flow, learning to control your energy flow, and seeing how it affects other aspects in your life, because you don't want it to be negative, you want it to be positive. And this is going to be a very big, keep dropping everything, very big upgrade for you. A very big level up for you. When I've overshared, I simply say, wait. Why am I talking? Happiness is a choice I make, just like positivity is a choice I make. Hopefully that helped, and hopefully you have a wonderful February.